Lagos, happy new year to you, Nigeria. Welcome to the Evening Rush, 90.3 Voice of the People FM. Please forgive me, my voice is almost gone, so I ought to have shouted and probably screamed in excitement, but unfortunately I can't because my voice is just quarter to go and I can't afford to let it go again. I've been, a bit okay, but then that's fine. Happy New Year to you. Welcome to the Evening Rush, 90.3 Voice of the People FM. It's with a lot of joy in my heart that I welcome you to today's edition of the show. I'm so excited to have you here today. My name is Precious Inyi, and this is a brand new edition of the show for the year 2024. Irrespective or despite all the wahala that I have to go through today, I had to ensure that no matter what happens, I must be here in flesh and blood and deliver you guys the juice from the year. I mean, if Darlington and I are not here the first day of the year, what did you gain? It's because of you people that were here, and we had to give you the juice. But Mr. Darlington, why are you smiling up and down? You're blushing as if I want to pay your groom price. Why are you blushing like I want to pay your groom price?
Why not tell them you went to feed your people and lost your voice there?
Hey, Mr. Darlington, there's one guy in the land though. I almost got lynched too. It's not even a joke.
People. I told you that
a journey that you planned for 100 people, you did for almost 250 people. Yet it's not even enough.
I told you that day.
Hey, God.
You have not seen people.
Hey, Mr. Darlington, my eyes saw things so. God. Well, we'll talk about it. Lagos, let's run you through on the hot topics that we have for today very quickly. So today on the show, Labour Party will adjust to a new role as Nigeria's main opposition party in 2024. This is credited to Peter Obi. Tinubu signs 28.7 trillion 2024 budget into law. Says implementation will be monitored. That is, President signs the budget that they added over 1 trillion naira on top, and says they will monitor how they will implement it. Okay. Attacks. It's time for Nigerians to carry higher grades of arms. MBF counters COS, counters COAS, and that is Chief of Army Staff, right? On the statement that he made, saying that allowing Nigerians to carry arms to defend themselves against bandits, killer headsmen will lead to anarchy, And the BOS is saying that, let Nigerians carry superior firearms, Okay. All right, then we'll move to other conversations very quickly. May God deliver Nigeria from these horrors. Pope Francis offers prayer over Plateau massacre. Sad. All right, moving on. Hey, I know Nigerians are frustrated with my government. This is credited to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let's work together for Nigeria's stability. Progress. Tinubu urges Atiku Obi, come together. Let's reason together. I sound like a biblical student now, right? Come, let's reason together. They have failed. I will never cede power. Fubara assures Rivers people. This is my governor, Sha. Okay. And then he further says, they have failed to take away my red biro. Fubara mocks political opponents. I don't want to say Fubara mocks Wike. Don't tell me it's Wike he's mocking. And then he says, we are winners because we still have our red biro. Okay, let's forget about the drama going on in Rivers State. Let's go back to the federal government. As Tinubu says, despite Plateau massacre, other attacks on communities, he says security improved since he assumed office in May. That security has improved very well, even with all that is happening, right? And then, Shehu, Sani says, Tinubu's New Year speech is like native doctor's words of hope to sick man. That is, the words of hope that native doctor tells a sick man, don't worry, go better, just don't worry. That's what Shehu Sani said. And then we'll move on to this. As a prophecy here that says Tinubu should be ready for betrayal. Prophet Iginla releases 2024 prophecies on Wiki and others. Okay. All right, because these are the hot topics that we are tracking this that we should be tracking today on the show. Mr. Darlington, happy new year to you once more.
Yes.
How did you enjoy your day?
Sir? Congratulations. We are able to feed your people today.
Mr. Darlington,
I lost your voice in the process.
Make I go take break. I'm coming back. Let me just quickly go and pay my dues. I am coming back to respond to you. Let's take a quick break. I'll be right back. The evening
Evening Rush with Precious. Let me bring you a reminder of hot topical conversations of the day. Critical analysis of hot and trending topics on politics, economy, lifestyle, human angle, and sometimes the unusual. Featuring sound and informed guests across various sectors to discuss matters rising on Hot Topic Pali. Intense conversations, critical analysis. We sometimes disagree to agree.
Join Precious every weekday from Monday to Friday on the Evening Rush,
7 to 9 p.m.
90.3 Voice of the People FM, Lagos.
Don't miss it.
Yes, Lagos, you are welcome back. It is still 90.3 Voice of the People FM, and let's get straight to the conversations that we have on the front burner this evening. So let's begin with Peter Obi, right, where the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi says a new Nigeria is possible in spite of the numerous yet to be fulfilled aspirations of citizens. Now, Obi, in his New Year message to Nigerians today, Monday, said that as Nigeria is the only country we have deeply endowed but lacking good leadership over the years, we will continue to seek a new Nigeria that we know is possible. That's it. Because of this country now the only country where we get, and he get plenty things, he carry better things for body, but yet now leadership be the problem where you get. Don't worry, we will continue to the push to make sure say we get them right. Now, according to him, the party will continue to adjust the new role of Nigeria's main opposition party. To the new role of Nigeria's main opposition. That is, since PDP is not doing their work, let's Kukuma assume the duty of helping PDP do their work of better opposition, because it looks like PDP is just afraid to be doing their work. Well, let's Mr. Darlington.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you, in my opinion, I wanted you to quickly react to the president's presidential speech today. But I thought to mention this Obi's case first. But I mean, the president said a couple of things in his speech today. Would you like to chime in on any of those very quickly before you respond to that of Obi?
Yeah, it's important we first of all, good evening, listeners and viewers. Happy New Year. I wish everybody a better year, because last year was hell. Even the president acknowledged it. But the thing is, with all the speeches, is there anything on ground to improve from where we are coming from? That is the question Nigerians should be asking Tinubu. It's not enough to make speeches, because that speech, if you look at it, Precious, it looked like a prepared speech before the Petroleum massacre. If not, Petroleum massacre should have been on the front burner in that speech. But I didn't hear anything there. There was no serious attack on insecurity in that speech. And if Tinubu is going to make progress in his administration, two things he must face. You see this insecurity and the corruption. If he fails in the two of them, no matter what he does, the government will not achieve anything. You see this insecurity, it will stop investors from coming. It will stop people from planning. It will stop farmers from going to farm, and therefore there will be food insecurity. So this insecurity will mar his administration. If you continue to treat it with kid glove for whatever reason, it will create a problem for him. Then corruption. I didn't see any frontal attack on these two issues in that speech. It's just the same hope. We have been hoping on hope since independence. We need action. All this thing he said now, the two, I think he has made three.
He made about 5 promises, really.
No, 3. I mean the speeches he has made. If you check in all the speeches he made so far when he came to the government, all of them are trailing the same line of hope. Meanwhile, there's no action. He set up a committee led by Wale.
Economic Reform Committee.
Good.
Yes.
And even budgeted for that committee.
Where he even ensured that youths are carried along in the committee by also appointing an undergraduate.
Good. Please, Precious.
Sir?
Because it is you people will say, I don't like Tinubu. I'm always attacking him. This and that. Please tell me, what came out of that committee and the program they are supposed to implement? The palliative, did you see any? You can see everything he has done. We don't see any. It doesn't reflect in the life of the people.
Okay. So let's move. Let's take a look. Can we take a critical? Can we take a critical look at the things that he mentioned? Reliable supply of electricity, for instance.
The what?
Reliable supply of electricity, and he mentioned, the agreement between. The deal with CMS and the German government.
Maybe you have forgotten.
I know that started with not in his administration.
That business that I can say it was where that Abakiari.
I was coming to say it that way, but you don't come out from my mouth. Let me let you finish.
Just it was that CMS. Remember, since Abakiari happened under Buhari, it was that agreement that he went to sign and came back with the COVID-19 and died in the process. Since that time till now, in fact, they said by 2022, in fact, will be light will be everywhere. That will be it will be oversupplied. 2022 has gone, 2023 has gone, 2024 now they are still making arrangements. What is the problem?
So you think that that's not something that will be feasible anytime soon?
You can see it now, because one, the money to do this thing is going into private pockets. Precious, have you started to calculate how much you have invested on power? Yet nobody has been held accountable. When Fashola came in, all the people that were giving contracts, he said that they did not do them. They were probing them in National Assembly. They now call him to bring the name and addresses of those people. He said he does not know them. That was what Fashola replied. The people that took contract to supply us light. He said he does not know the address of the company or the names. That was what Fashola replied, and that was the end of it. So you can see that, like I mentioned, corruption. All this thing that Tinubu said, I will do this, you do that. I have not seen any frontal attack.
So you think that progress still won't be made in the electricity sector except corruption is curbed? Is that what you're saying?
If you don't curb it, we are not going anywhere. You can see the money for that, like I just told you now. Do you know that the IPP project is started by Obasanjo? Some of the equipment are still at the port. Look at when Obasanjo left office. The equipment for those independent power projects, they are still at the port up till now. What is keeping it there? I'm sure by now those equipment would have gone.
But Yar'Adua was in government and Jonathan was in government. Why did he not do anything about it? And they were all PDP.
That's what I'm telling you. I said corruption. Nobody have taken the political will to tackle corruption. That is the problem. And that is because the leaders that are coming in, they are not free of corruption themselves. That's why they cannot fight corruption.
All right, so Mr. Darlington, let's quickly look at the second promise to restart local refining of petroleum. And I mean, this is a good start because the Port Harcourt refinery, according to them, it's already done with its fifth stage. And then Dangote's refinery has been, this is like the second time we're giving them oil in their farms, even though that oil is particularly to refine crude oil. Is to refine diesel and not fuel yet. But then again, it looks like we're gradually taking that step to the right direction. So should we hold onto this promise about refining our own petroleum products, understanding that it's not the first person to make this promise? So governments in and out have come in and go out, and then since the inception of the new independence, we've not been actually able to refine our own petroleum products, as it were, in the capacities that we should. So do you see this promise working?
It is wrong, very, very wrong for us to depend on Dangote refinery as a nation. It is very, very wrong. I vehemently oppose to it. That comment shouldn't have come in Tinubu's speech about Dangote refinery. It's a private concern, for God's sake. I wanted him to tell us that
with a lot of government investment, because government made a lot of inputs in it.
Whether they invested or not, it is a private business concern. That the government went inside there is even corruption on its own. You left your own business that's supposed to better the people, and you are investing in somebody's business for what?
Okay, so let's
You're
move.
supposed to have tackled our own refineries.
So let's move forward.
I'm telling you that there is corruption there.
So let's move forward to agenda and promise number 3, which is about food supply. I mean, the president has said that he will ensure the cultivation of about 500,000 hectares of farmland to ensure that we grow things like maize, rice, wheat, millet, and all of those very staple foods or crops that we use daily. A lot of people are worried that even the farms that we have now, small like this, bandits are still collecting tax from people. They've not let them get into their farm successfully. How feasible do you see this promise?
That is it. I told you here that insecurity should be tackled first. It's like a man who want to build a 30-story building and he laying foundation for 5-story building. Please, if you start putting up that structure, would it collapse? Will it not collapse? Do you know that the foundation of any building will determine the heights the building will go? We are not laying any foundation pressure, nothing. That is why I am too critical about this government. They are not laying any solid. Tackle this insecurity. These people that are coming from outside to attack, send them back. Free Nigerians from these people, so that people can move freely. Let it be at least where you met us when Benue was the food basket of Nigeria. Let these people go back. They need there is security all over. Hey, people can now plan. People can move freely. They know never you tell me that people are going to farm, food is good. I will listen to you. You saw what happened when this bandit went to slaughter for rice farmers somewhere in Meduguri or so. Slaughter them. Do you think anybody will go back to that farm again? As I talk to you, they are still collecting taxes from farmers. They are still collecting taxes. They have taken some part of states in the north, and they are collecting taxes up, and the federal government is aware. DSS is aware. Army is aware. Police is aware. These people just operate with every liberty as if there is a parallel government. And you have not done all those things. You are still promising me that the food is coming. Where will the food pass from? Is it where terrorists have taken control?
All right. So the fourth promise is about boosting of foreign investment, and of course we've seen that the president has also taken lead in that direction by always traveling and being like the chief marketer of the country in every forum anywhere he attends. He ensures that he talks to every country he travels to, ensures that he markets the country appropriately to attract foreign investment. So do we think that he's taking a step in the right direction, and do we see this promise coming to fruition?
Please, the Tinubu is the wrong person to market Nigeria.
Oh yeah, Mr. Darlington, let's go to the fifth one. Actualization of 8 priority areas in 2024 budget: security, job creation, poverty reduction, and others. So now, a lot of some people are of the concern that out of these 5 promises, first when you came into government, you assured us that insecurity will be tackled, and you would ensure that the economy will be stabilized, and that's why we even formed that national economic that's economic council that he formed, Awalidu, that you mentioned was the head. But then at the end of the day, till now, a lot of money was budgeted to that committee. Good. Until now we've not seen anything. So if the promises that were already made within the past 8 years of his administration haven't been heeded to, like we've not seen any result from those promises, should we have hope in these new promises, or still expect them to go the way the ones that he had made in the past?
In fact, that is a very good question. If the promises you have made to me from Buhari's 8 years till now, I didn't see any result, why must I now believe that you are going to bring any hope when you told me that you are coming to continue from where Buhari stopped? Is that not why these things are going on? I'm beginning to think that there is a covenant. These people, they made a covenant with failure. That is why they keep reversing everything they say. The following day, you see them going back. Was it not World Bank that made you to understand that they are paying subsidy? World Bank, after they told you that subsidy is gone. Was it not World Bank? So, what is that hope that people are promising you? Where is it? There is nothing on ground. Even the budget that you are adding. Okay, the crude oil price have gone up. Because why they added it was because as at the time they wanted to do the amendment, there was a drop in crude oil price. And that was why they now added that 1.2 trillion. Now that the thing has gone up, what are they going to remove it? You can see that this is just trial and error. I was saying it, I said, please implement that 27 trillion. If you put that thing holistically, let's assume you remove 7 trillion for 8 trillion for foreign all the debt you are owing. We have 21 trillion. Precious, if they put 21 trillion naira into this economy religiously, you will see it. But you and I know that half of that money will leave this country through dubious means, inflated contracts. You know, that is why every year in year out you hear humongous amount of money as our budget, yet nothing to show, because this money is not retained in Nigeria. That is just the truth about it. If America make a budget today, I am telling you 80 to 90% of that budget will circulate within America. All the contractors will be American contractors. They can't take anything outside there. But wait now, you will see all the people building road for us, are they Nigerians? They are not. All the people that are supplying you the technical aid, are they Nigerians? No. All the foreign goods you are going to buy, are you the one that manufacture them? None. So why would that money be in Nigeria? And somebody telling me, just wait 6 months down the line, there will be another speech during June 12th. I have taken note of all he said. June 12th, he will come and read another speech for us. There is nothing. I have told you this. If we are a manufacturing economy, I will say, okay, there is hope. Right now, companies have closed. Some have moved to Ghana. Nothing was even done to revive the economy. Nothing. He just talk. I was thinking that thing he did with Wale Edu and those palliative and whatever, the prices of goods would have gone down by now. Precious, did you hear any improvement? Since they did that thing, has Nigeria and Naira come down? So these are salient points that I'm picking out. So that if anything have improved now and you are still criticizing, they will say, what is all this now? But instead of things getting better, it is getting worse. And you are still promising again. Okay, tell us, what made the other ones you promised not to work? Did anybody disturb you? Since Obi and Atiku lost the election, have they not relaxed? Are they giving you problem? Is there any riot anywhere? So if you fail, you cannot blame anybody. After all, it was from APC to APC. So I don't see any reason for these promises that cannot come to light.
So Mr. Darlington, let's go straight back to what Obi said about being the Labour Party getting ready to be Nigeria's major opposition in 2024. I mean, we've seen Peter Obi over time almost acting like that full opposition. I mean, especially recently, almost everything, every decision of the government, he's, one way or the other contributed, and he's doing that pretty much. But do you see him really overtaking PDP in doing that? We do know that PDP is supposed to be like the major opposition, considering their spread.
Precious.
Sir?
Nature abhors a vacuum. Nature, naturally, whenever a vacuum is created, something will fill it. Whether you force it or not, it will come naturally. Nature abhors a vacuum. PDP has not only failed themselves, they have failed Nigerians. It is not a crime to lose the election. Any party can lose the election and ban by. But since the PDP lost the election in 2015, I don't know what has happened. Or did anybody use juju on them? A formidable party that gave Nigerians this hope that people are talking about. It was PDP that gave Nigerians hope, because everybody saw what happened under PDP administration for 16 years. How could they lose everything all of a sudden? And you are telling me it's ordinary? I don't know men in that party. Can't they go to their crystal ball and look at what is going on? How will somebody say you will die today and you die today? Is that person your God? PDP disappointed me seriously. I'm telling you, it's like they just lost election and lost direction. That is why people like Wike will be doing what they are doing in PDP. Wike cannot try that thing in APC now. That is a fact. So if they have left their responsibility, somebody has to take it up. I don't blame a Labour Party. That's the truth, especially with somebody like Peter Obi, who has integrity. It did not take long before Nigeria realized that, this is the man they are waiting for. It will not take long. So if PDP have lost their position, they can't blame anybody. They can't. They saw how APC came into power. It was because of their what? Their liturgy. I can say that it was PDP that even gave rise to APC. They sponsored APC. They were even supporting them. Each time I remember how these people lost it, it pains me. Because now people can see that yes, PDP was better. Everybody, even the APC, they are saying it that PDP was better in office. So what are you doing? Are you not supposed to take advantage of this failure and bounce back as a party? You left it. You left it only to come during the election. You come and gather 2 months to the election. You start making arrangements to do primary. After that, you go and sleep. That means you are not consistent. You are not. So when P2B said he's going to take up that responsibility, I supported him. I supported P2B. Somebody had to be an opposition to this party. If not, we are done for.
All right, so let's move quickly to the signing of the 2024 budget, as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed 28.7 trillion 2024 appropriation bill into law. Now, Tinubu signed the 2024 appropriation bill today, Monday, at the presidential villa in Abuja. Speaking after signing the document, the president said the implementation of the budget would be efficiently pursued and vigorously monitored. Now, quoting him, he says, all the institutional mechanisms shall be held to account in ensuring diligent implementation. That's what he said. He said all MDAs have been directed to take responsibility and provide monthly budget performance report to the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, which in turn will ensure the veracity of such. So there's like hope at the end of the tunnel. So he mentioned about the funding of the judiciary and all that, but we do know that the budgets that the president had submitted to the National Assembly was 27.5 trillion naira, but the National Assembly have now increased that budget by 1.2 trillion naira to 28.7 trillion naira. Mr. Darlington, I remember that when he was submitting the budget to them, he told them nobody should pad it. You understand? He mentioned that even though they said that he submitted a budget that was empty, that they did not see anything. They did not. But at the end of the day now, it's been signed. And this is a budget that is supposed to be our renewed hope budget.
To make matters well, this National Assembly approved the 100 billion for themselves. By themselves, just because they now padded that budget, they now
see, Mr. Darlington. There is also a rumor of about close to 7 trillion ways and means going on somewhere, that we're still, and then this is the same ways and means that in 8 years we accused Buhari's government of using it to ruin our economy.
Yes,
because he gulped over 23 trillion naira of ways and means. This is just within 1 year, less than a year, and we're already having 7 trillion gone in ways and means.
Now,
if those statements and rumors are true,
under the CBN Act, nobody,
and it's very illegal, by the way.
Yes, nobody's supposed to collect more than their income, that is receivable income or government, because you know what you're expecting. About maybe I think it's about 1 trillion or so, and you must pay back before you can think of another one. But as you just mentioned now, 7 trillion is the under negotiation. So what is that thing that Emefiele did that this other one Cardoso is not doing now? Tell me. Precious, in fact, this thing is very not sitting. We are coming out from a very bad situation. You are entering into another one, and somebody is still telling you that there is hope. You can see a very bad situation. You send somebody to go and probe CBN, and you saw all the corruption that went on there through these ways and means, and you have now started adding your own. It's unfortunate, seriously. It's very, very unfortunate. I'm telling you, I don't even know how to discuss this now, because you should have at least cleared the mess that was there before you add your own. Okay. It's like everybody is just struggling to outwit each other in corruption.
We're talking about the budget.
They are trying to outwit each other in corruption.
Mr. Darlington, please, let's
now, how do you define it, please? How do you define it? How is this proper under CBA Act? Are you supposed to collect that kind of money?
But that's actually not the focus of the conversation. We're looking at the budget.
The National Assembly, without even approval from the National Assembly, no discussion. Just the same way Buhari did it. You are following the same pattern, and you are telling me you are bringing hope.
Okay, all right. Then let's move to other conversations, and this has got to do with the security of Nigeria. As the Chief of Army Staff, CS Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagwaja, has said, allowing Nigerians to carry arms in self-defense against bandits, gunmen, and rampaging killer headsmen will lead to anarchy. So he said, while speaking on Christmas Eve killings across villages in Plateau State that left over 169. In some reports, they say over 195 people actually, are dead. However, in a response to that, the Middle Belt Forum, MBF, has countered the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagwaja, that Nigerians should not be allowed to carry arms in view of the killings of Nigerians, saying the directive would not be in overall interest of the people. Now, but the national president of the MBF, Middle Belt Forum, Dr. Beatrice Poguthe, MBF, in a statement today, Monday, insisted that any order restraining Nigerians from carrying some form of arms to defend themselves while marauders move about with sophisticated weapons with which they kill Nigerians with impunity will amount to a conspiracy against the people. That's what the Middle Belt Forum president is saying. In fact, he said that he argued that there should be a rethink of that statement since the security agencies have not been able to adequately protect Nigerians from the marauders. Quoting him now, he says, I completely disagree because the security agencies are not adequately protecting Nigerians. And Nigerians are being killed like chickens. So before now, Nigerians are allowed to carry some category of arms which are not up to military grade. And if they have such arms, at least they can protect themselves, right? But when you have people in the bushes with sophisticated weapons whose location is known and yet they are left there, even areas are left for them, and yet they want Nigerians to stay as chickens to be killed by these criminals, then it means there is collusion to have Nigerians killed. That's what he said. Speaking further, he says Nigerians should be allowed to carry at least some arms to defend themselves. Before now, we have some category of arms, shotguns and so on, which were allowed. He said this should be allowed and should remain allowed. Anything short of that means there is conspiracy against the Nigerian people. That is, it be like someone won't deliberately kukuma kill us and he won't make we die if you say we could not carry firearms. Because how people go to kill us and I need to do anything about them and I say we no carry firearms. Mr. Darlington, very quickly, so open the phone lines. Thank you, sir.
Now that they have spoken, it's left for the people to think about their own safety, because the first law of nature is self-preservation. If you have refused to take advantage of what nature said, then whom are you to blame? It is now obvious that the federal government cannot protect anybody. Completely obvious. Rather, marauders, foreign terrorists are being allowed, are being given leeway to operate in Nigeria. My worry is, why is it that nobody have gone to Benue and Plateau and look at why people's home have been taken over by Precious? Hold on, maybe you don't get it. You are here now. You know, during the letter, people used to travel home to go and meet their loved ones and all that. And then while you are here in the studio, you hear that your own family compound, where your family home, some people that you don't know have sacked everybody and they are now living there. And you are planning to travel home. So which home will you travel to? Are you not getting it? That's exactly what has happened in Benue and Plateau and some other places in the Middle Belt. Which home will you travel to if you want to go home? When foreign entity, foreign powers have taken over your family compound, they are living there. They have renamed your village. You have renamed your village. You have renamed you have taken over your farm.
That is, if this, God forbid, happen to be your village now. That's what people are going through.
Exactly. Completely true. Because the governor said it. I'm not the one. The governor of the state is saying this.
So in real sense, people's villages are being renamed.
They did not just take it. They renamed it. They renamed it to suit their own language or whatever. The governor of Benue and Plateau, they said this thing. Not now. Autumn said it before he left office. Did anybody look into it? So you can see how serious it is. It's not about attacking. They are taking territories. Pressure, they are taking territory. And the federal government of Nigeria is watching. They didn't go there and say, you people, leave this place. A president need to 24 hours, order, army, move in. Anybody that is occupying anybody's house, take that person, take him out. Have you seen any president in Nigeria take that decision? No. Every time. We'll arrest them. We'll deal with them. They'll not go scot-free. How many times have they made this type of statement? Meanwhile, the evil is going on. Just wait. They will take their time. When this one cools down now, maybe in the next 1 or 2 months, they will choose another location. Is that not what has been going on for the past 8 years plus? So there is no this thing inside too. All these things, they are just speeches. Okay, persons that are carrying arms coming into Nigeria can carry arms. They can attack you, but you cannot defend yourself. Even Pantami said it, that there should not be any reprisal attack. I said, really? There should not be any reprisal attack.
So, Mr. Darlington, there's a part of the president's speech I wanted us to talk, because a lot of people have been saying that it seems to appear that most times when they're in governance, they do not really understand what people are going through, or they're a bit misinformed about the real situation of Nigerians. Even the former governor of Ekiti had mentioned the other time that they should tell the president the real truth about the real situation of the country. So today in the president's speech, he says that he knows Nigerians are frustrated with his government. In fact, he says that I am not oblivious to the expressed and sometimes unexpressed frustrations of fellow citizens. He mentioned that today. So in his New Year message to Nigerians, Mr. Tinubu said he's aware that conversations and debates have centered on the rising cost of living, high inflation, which is now above 28%, and unacceptable high underemployment rate. Now, he further says that from the boardrooms of Broad Street in Lagos State, from the boardrooms of Broad Street in Lagos State to the streets, main street of Kanu and Nimbe Creeks in Bayelsa, I hear the groans of Nigerians who work hard every day to provide for themselves and their families. And he said, I am not oblivious to the expressed and sometimes unexpressed frustrations of my fellow citizens. I know for a fact that some of our compatriots are even asking if this is how our administration wants to renew their hope. So this tells that this administration truly understands the plight of the people. Like, they can feel us. That means our cries are getting to their ears.
They are not.
So, Mr. Darlington,
they are not. Precious.
The president acknowledged this in his New Year speech.
They are not. Leave that thing. Actions speak louder than words. We have had speeches before. Precious, you were here. A small country called Zambia, their president, when you look at their budget and their income and everything, he now started cutting down on things. Were you not here? Didn't you see it?
The same place,
the
same place a minister resigned because he was caught for corruption.
Good.
Or fingered for corruption.
I am telling you. So these are things that I will see now. We hear and say, yes, something is being done. Just wait. 6 months down the line, June 12, they will make another fine speech for you. Cut down on corruption and profligacy. I will listen to you. 28.7 trillion naira budget. Who will help? Where are they going to put those things? Look at all the priority areas. Is there anything that shows that the masses are involved here? Elitist budget to please those people who will make problem for him. The National Assembly, the military, and other elites.
So, Mr. Darlington, you know that one man cannot be an island. Nobody is a repository of knowledge, right? So the president has also asked during his speech that Tinubu, Peter Obi, Atiku, and everyone comes together to ensure to join his administration to work for the overall good of the nation.
No.
So is this not coming from a sincere place?
No, it's not. My Bible tells me that you should not be unequally yoked. There are people you cannot work with. If you try it, you'll be dented. Look at Buhari. Look at all the people that work with him. Well, since they left office, did you hear that any of them got appointment here in Togo? Togo. What credentials are they going there with after they have messed up Nigerian economy? They can't. But look at the people that work with Jonathan. Immediately they left office, they were shopping, they were headhunting them all over the place. Look at all of them where they are. That is what I'm telling you. The world is watching. The world is not a global village. You can't deceive them by talking. All the so-called investors that he went to go and show up in how many of them? The $14 billion Indians have said they are coming. Where is it? These are issues now. Let it start from you. Let us see that what you are doing. Let us see it, so that we can also look from your own side. Though you are doing very well. You mentioned a marketer here. Say, is it the person to market Nigeria? You didn't answer me. So that is the point you are making here. You are the man at the helm of affairs. Let the change start from you. Cut down. Look, if you go and see the details of that budget, you will cry. Even that of National Assembly, go and see the breakdown. You will weep for Nigeria. So this is how they just want to fritter away. Look, a country that wants to survive cannot buy one single car for 160 million. Mention any other African country that has done that. Mention one African nation that have bought cars for their National Assembly members. That is one person, 160 million for one car. Even if they build the car with gold. It's just to tell you that we have money. You went to COP28 in Dubai here. You almost took the whole Nigeria to that place to go and tell them that there is money. Is that how to behave? And when we talk, you said that it is according to your status. Which status? Status that you are borrowing money all over the place and you are living big. Is that how to tell people that you are rich? There is nothing that this government have shown that yes, that proved that I can tie it to the statement he made this morning. Nothing.
Okay.
If you are aware of our suffering, what have you done about it?
So are you now saying that you're probably in support of Shehu Sani's statement where he did say that Tinubu's New Year's speech is like native doctors' words of hope? Of course,
I see it as incantation. When after chanting it, nothing will happen. If the native doctors are so good, why have they not cared everybody? It's just a incantation to deceive you and collect money from you. Which native doctor?
But with what you're even saying, the president's even saying is even raising himself high in security, because he said that security has greatly improved within his administration since May.
Precious, I am telling you authoritatively, if any American president should be on seat and this thing happened in Plateau, he will resign. Do you remember when Alloy happened in America? That Black Lives Matters. The police chief resigned. The police chief resigned. It was not his fault, nothing. No, he resigned. He was not even. He does not even know. He resigned. I am telling you, where men have integrity, you don't need to tell us. We will see it. Which is security? Is anybody safe? Is anybody safe in Nigeria?
All right.
People traveled home. Hold on. One of the policemen living in my house in the village, I called him. He said that he went on special duty. I said, what do you mean? What time I hear this? What did you do? He said he went for VIP this in somewhere around my place, and he will spend 14 days there. That is, they are going to be bodyguard to one big man.
All right, so Mr. Darlington, let's away from the president's speech and all that. Let's go straight to my dear state, River State, where our governor Similaye Fubara has said something and raised a lot of hopes. You'd recall that the other factional House of Assembly leader resigned, not just resigning as a House of Assembly speaker, he resigned as a House of Assembly member generally, and wishing his constituents, thanking them and wishing them good luck, as they source for another member representing them. And a lot of people are wondering, but then in his New Year's speech, or today, he did make a statement where he did say that, well, no worry, I am still fully in charge as governor. I am, the one thing they could not do is to take away my red pen. So because they did not take away my red pen, they've not taken away power from us. Let's take a listen to Sim Fubara say that himself, then I'll let you take your reactions.
I want to urge every one of us here, don't be frightened. What they want is this red biro. He's still with me. They have failed.
And I was seeing in the church function today.
We are the winner because we are still signing the red Bible. And so long as we are signing the red Bible, development will continue in River State. also believe in every decision that we take. We are not going to throw any of you under the bus. I wasn't the governor when I used to stand for you. So now that I'm the governor, I will stand for you.
That was the governor of Rivers State in live for in the church function today. So, Mr. Darlington, a lot of people are saying that this statement is perhaps coming because a lot of people are beginning to lose confidence, or he thinks that people are losing confidence in his grasp of the River State, governance, as it were. So he's probably just making this speech to, calm the minds of people, to ensure that he still has, he's still very much in charge of government. Would you think otherwise?
Which red barrel? Red barrel, is it a symbol of authority? The only symbol of authority that I know of that kept him in Rivers State government is the certificate of return given to him by INEC,
which may be withdrawn by Supreme Court.
So if it is withdrawn from him, what he can go home with his red barrel and be signing his own check with it. It doesn't matter. So all this statement that he's still signing with red barrel, I don't think it is. In fact, it shows a man who doesn't understand why he is the governor. That statement shouldn't come in. I expected him to have told the River people what he has done or what he's planning to do to stay in office, not signing with red barrel. If they pull the rug from under his feet,
he will fall.
That is, he will fall without even. So all those statements is not. Do you know that as I speak to you now, River State have no state assembly because their speaker have resigned, and we have not had any other thing from that end, and they are just 4 of them.
Yeah, but there is another speaker.
Another what?
The factional speaker, the weakest people.
Oh, factional.
Remember that the court has already adjourned their case almost end of January.
That's what I'm saying. I said factional. I said there is no state assembly in River State now. There is none. There is none. That is substantive state assembly. You can't find it in River State, and it is dangerous. And this man is talking about red biro.
Okay. Yeah? All right, Lagos phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions. 0700 903 903 903 and 0700 903 9039. Thank you so much for joining us on the first edition of the show today, 1st of January 2023. Works. Did I say 3? If I hear 2024, is it a lot of excitement that we welcome you to the show? You know how you can still keep writing 2063 to the end of January? You keep saying it.
You cannot remember 2023. After all,
right.
It was a nightmare to everybody. You can't forget nightmare.
All right. You can also call our WhatsApp line 0700 903 9039. That's the WhatsApp line 0700 903 9039, and the direct line is 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening to you.
Hi, Precious.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Remy.
Hi, Remy. You're welcome.
I'm fine.
Happy New Year to you.
Same to you. Yeah. Same to you. Where should I fly from?
Anywhere.
Okay.
In the middle, flashback and then go forward. Go ahead.
All Tinubu said were mere rhetorics. We heard the same thing all through the 8th year of Buhari. At the point they claimed security has improved beyond the way they met it. So Tinubu repeated the same thing.
Exactly.
Bragging about subsidy removal. Okay, let us check. What has that done to the economy? In the last 7 months, it has worsened the economy. They claimed to have removed, to have floated the naira. Later got to realize it was devalued as against what they claimed. They claimed to have disbursed conditional transfer. Have they done that?
I wonder.
No. They claimed this refinery will start working before this year ends. It turns out to be false. So all the promises they've made so far, just mention one. I'm not asking for 2. One that they've implemented and that has affected the economy.
Exactly.
None. So if some of us are criticizing this government, it's not as if we choose to, but the fact on ground gives us the reason to criticize the government.
Exactly.
I can't run on the fuel of optimism when the reality on ground shows otherwise.
Exactly.
I can't fake my reality.
Exactly.
I know the supporters will say we are being pessimistic. Don't we have reasons to be? We have reasons. Look at the cost of governance. Look at the amount they spent almost $500,000 at the Onga Summit, booking hotels. They're spending on frivolities. What have they done with the money they've saved from the subsidy? Do you have any idea? What is the impact of that in the economy? How about the inflation rate? Has it risen or reduced? So these are facts on ground. This year it's going to be a long train. It's going to be a long train.
It's not our portion.
You see, no amount of prayers. No amount of prayers. Look at the president of Argentina. Look at what he's doing.
Fly economy. He cannot come and kill himself and die.
Can your own president do that?
You know we're not the same thing now. Argentina,
and he can achieve the same thing.
He's Argentina giant of South America. Why is something like this?
Look at the reaction of Lagosians a few days ago when his convoy drove through Idumota. That was what they were chanting. That we are hungry, and that is the reality. And it shows that those people never voted for him. That's just what it was. So they don't care about the optics. They don't care about the optics. They rub it in our faces that if you want to die. They don't care.
I'm telling you.
I pity those who keep supporting them. I really pity them. Lastly, the issue of Plateau State. 2 days ago, a former chairman of NBA in Abuja said he lost his family members 2 days ago. Yesterday rather. A particular community in Plateau was attacked as well. The man said it on Twitter with his verified account. But we get to hear little from the media. I don't know why. They are still being attacked as we speak. So are we getting almost nothing from that region as if nothing is happening?
Blackout.
I just don't know. You guys need to help us. We can't just be silent with the way things are going. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Right.
They wrote a letter. After the first attack,
yes, and they gave them 7 days. Yes,
they carried it out now. They said that no life was lost. They only bombed building and injured some people. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine the boldness, the arrogance? My dear, it's not yet to Huru.
Hello, good evening to you. Good evening. Good evening. All right, unfortunately, you're not ready to talk. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Happy New Year, Precious and Mr. Darling.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. Welcome. Go ahead, please. Your name?
Richard from Germany.
Richard, you're welcome.
My own opinion should be on Plateau State, where I know very well. It's very, very absurd that a president of Nigeria, Chief Tinubu, made national speech or address yesterday, and he did not mention.
Not yesterday, today.
Today.
It's today in Nigeria. Okay, have you reached yesterday, dear? But we are just 1 hour ahead now. It's just a 1 hour difference between you and us now. So,
the speech was this morning, right?
Yes.
Nigeria,
Today is 1st of January.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah. I thought he made it yesterday evening.
It's a 1st of January annual 1st of year. First day of the year message. So yes.
Okay. So, and he did not mention the wanton killings, the carnage of that. I don't know what to call it in Plateau State. A president did not mention it. That means the address was a pre-recorded address.
Exactly.
It was recorded before even he left for Lagos.
Exactly. You are right. Because
that is it.
He didn't really
because I couldn't understand why that was not on this page. He never mentioned it. I came back this morning.
Don't you consider that it's because he's perhaps addressed that issue before, and then, and that's why he ought not to have mentioned it. He didn't mention.
No, he was in Lagos here when that address was read. That means he did not read that address in Lagos. Yes, now he did not read it in Lagos.
But he had said something about the Plateau massacre before.
If you look at where he sat down, that was even in Abuja. That thing was recorded in Abuja, and they took it. Pardon?
Go ahead, please.
You are very correct.
Yeah, it was recorded in Abuja, not in Lagos.
Exactly.
So these people are they are on their own. They don't care. They don't care what ordinary Nigerians are facing or are going through. They don't care.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you going back to the phone lines. Hello, good evening to you.
Hey,
sir. Hey, wait, what I do?
Happy New Year.
Thank you so much.
The barrister. Happy New Year.
Same to you, my brother. How you doing?
I thank God.
Who they talk?
Question.
Sir?
Oh, my name is Mr. Keep It Civil.
Okay. Mr. Keep It Civil.
Question.
Sir?
Can you define hope for me?
Hope. I know go school rich, no vex.
That's the way Bible says.
I no get strength to go visit Bible. Mr. Darlington, my voice is gone. Let me see what is left of my voice. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Question.
Sir?
With my little understanding, hope is it may be.
It could maybe. It could maybe, yes. And it could may not be.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, now.
It may come. May not come.
Mm-hmm.
Now, questions. Please, can you tell me the worth of human life under this APC-led government? This APC took over. What is the worth of human life in Nigeria? Under Buhari 2022 December, I bought chicken 9,000 naira. But under Tinubu last year December, I bought chicken for 25,000 naira. So when you are telling me that people are even dying like chicken, we are down like mosquito in Nigeria. Because the mosquito that you feed, even the mosquito now says are even more stronger now. Because now we get 5,000 naira, 20,000 naira. For you to kill a chicken now, you must budget 9 to 20,000 naira. But for you to kill a Nigerian now, you don't need any budget. And people are dying. Yes, Tinubu has the guts to tell us that this situation has increased since he took over. Why are we like this?
I'm telling you.
Yes, those who call themselves the fan of Tinubu, we keep on praising him. Let us keep on hoping. Let us hoping. Let us keep on hoping. Let us hope. Things will get better. Things will get better. Things will get better. And yes, things are getting worse day by day. Tinubu was bold enough to tell us that subsidy is gone. Subsidy is gone. But indirectly, it is saying that Tinubu is paying subsidy that NNPC came out to deny.
All right, so you'd help us wrap up quickly because your output is really bad, so that we can move on to other callers. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening to you. Unfortunately, please, when you call us, try as much as you can to turn off totally the volume of your radio set so that we don't have that hold back that could be really very nasty. Let me visit some messages now. I don't even know if I should do YouTube or WhatsApp. Mr. Darlington, in both sides. So let me do YouTube very briefly. Maybe, perhaps after this call. Hello, good evening to you. Wait. Hello? Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank God, precious.
Sir?
Precious 3 in 1.
Good evening, Mr. Ola. Mr. Ola, good evening.
Yes,
Ola.
man.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year.
I'll greet you for three things. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
I greet you for happy birthday.
Oh,
I greet you for Happy New Year, and I greet you for the third one as a general manager.
Okay, all those newspapers have opened me, Abi. Okay, thank you so much. I think the Guardian and This Day published it, recently. Thank you so much.
This year,
so in case they don't know, thank you, Mr. Lana. Let me tell them that they don't know. I am the newly appointed general manager of Voice of the People Television. So we have a television station that is a pro-people station. We are all about you people. You see this thing that we do on radio like this, we're hijacking it and taking it to TV. So it's television like you've never seen before. And it is a television that truly gives you a voice to air your thoughts. So unlike other news outlets, we give you a voice to talk. That's what we'll be doing. And that's what we do on our television, VOP TV.
Yes, you deserve it. You deserve it, Precious. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
This year is your year. Don't be precious. Yes. DOP, up.
Yes, Thank you so much, sir.
And I greet a promise on her absence.
She will hear.
Happy New Year to her.
She produced us, even though she's not. She couldn't come. So she's producing the breakfast show tomorrow morning, and for the TV. Okay. So she had to, prepare for that, and that's why she couldn't come this evening. And that's why you don't see her all the time, because she's now a producer in the breakfast show. On the TV. So he has her hand quite occupied.
Okay, I don't mind for part-time job, so I'm going to do part-time job once in a year.
Please send your application to my email. I'm the GM.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
To the man of the year. Oh, my man is looking good.
Mr.
I watched you at home today. Look at my man. See at bouncing. Yes, my darling. My darling.
Mr. Darling, Esther told you were looking fine. You doubted Esther. Be now seen now. Your Mr. Allah is telling you.
The spirit of the bad day.
Yes.
He's our collective.
Yes, I can see you. Yes, I can see you clearly on TV now. Yes. God be with you, sir. God be with you and your family. How are you, sir?
I'm okay.
Thank God. I got a question for you, sir, Mr. Darlington.
Okay, sir.
The question is it not possible to make a law against these people kidnapping or these terrorists? It's not possible? For all these years?
There is.
There are laws now.
There are laws. There is. There is.
So they haven't arrested anybody? They haven't prosecuted anybody?
Mr. Allah, that is the tall order. The one they even gave them their names, sponsoring terrorism. They gave them their name, prosecute them. They have not done that. So that is where I tell you that everything looks so fun in Nigeria. That's why people see us as a joke. It was even Dubai, UAE that gave us that name, those names. And we have not done anything with all that. And we are asking them to come and invest in Nigeria when we are even owing them money. My brother, the whole thing looks so odd. I don't know what has happened to Nigeria, seriously. I don't know.
Okay, sir.
We are behind the human race.
Lastly, the Precious, I don't know if you say something about this dollar or something like that. I heard some people jubilating that Naira is going to be $800 in January.
Amen.
How much it was? Oh, you say, man, okay. How much it was when these people came in?
It was about $700.
How much is the dollar?
And they are jubilating over 800 Naira to $1.
Okay. Let me tell you the scenario. What's going to happen? Now we are changing dollar to 1,000 something, right?
Yes.
When they put dollar into the economy,
yes,
it's not going to help. This is what's going to happen.
It's temporary.
Yes, that temporary is nothing, because we can't see impact in the people's lives. What's going to happen, Precious, when they inject that dollar into the economy? The dollar will fall. After 3 months or 3 weeks, the dollar will rise up again. Why? Because this money will be saying I will call Precious, I will call Darlington, do you have any naira to change? After giving you those money, the remaining one will be shared to us.
Of course.
As I'm talking to you, Precious, I asked my wife to withdraw money from my dollar account. She cannot get the money up to now in Nigeria.
Of course, it's a fact.
It's temporary. May God help us, Precious. I pray God will be with you. God will give you knowledge and understanding to take care of the station.
We can't collect it, so that the banks are rationing naira.
Thank you. Well, that's the sad situation for a lot of Nigerians who can't access both naira, dollars.
You have not told me what happened to this your party.
What? Which party? Which party?
Your APC.
Oh, Mr. Darlington. All right, so let's go back to our calls. 0700-903-903903. 0700-903-9039. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, sorry, my call dropped. Richard from Germany.
Now people have spoken now. Let others talk now.
No,
Mr. Richard.
It dropped.
Oh yeah, sharp, please, so that others can talk.
Yeah, sharp. Okay, what I'm trying to say, because it's still on Plateau State. Look at my own solution for Plateau State. Let me see. San Marino is a country in Europe. It has 33,000 people. Monaco is 36,000.
Yes.
Liechtenstein is 39,000. Faroes Island is 53,000. Andorras is 80,000. Isle of Man is 84,000. So if, for example, 1,000 people in a country. So if Nigeria can do it this way, or at least measure that all this small ethnic or every ethnic group is on its own, is just do it that way. That's the only way you can secure Nigeria and you can have peace. As long as one or two people or two ethnicities are in charge of the whole country, it is not going to happen. Allow these small ethnicities or any ethnic to control their internal affairs. External affairs should be on the federal government. Internal affairs should be on these small minority ethnicities. That's the only way they can secure their lives and their properties from marauding jihadists. Anything apart from this is waste of time, and they are going to kill a lot of people, and people will die. Allow these people to control their internal security.
All right. Thank you.
That is why it is included in the UN Charter. Self-determination. That is what IPOB is all about. Self-determination. It is allowed. UN recognize it.
All right. So let's go straight to some
small countries he mentioned. It is true. They are all in Europe. Have you heard any noise there?
All right, so let's go straight to our WhatsApp messages. We have loads and loads of messages here. Thank you for wishing me happy birthday. This says, good evening, Precious and Darlington. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy birthday, Precious. Thank you. Thanks for all you do for humanity. May Almighty God. Thank you, Precious. It's first day of the year. Beg Tinubu and his wahala should. Joseph from Moshi, calm down. It is our country. Okay, and then this says, thank you. Okay, Mr. Darlington, they say I should greet you. Misala from Isolo. I'm looking for a message about the matter. Okay, he said, Precious, even without saying it, we have already seen LP and OB as assuming major opposition party. Mwafo from Ikorodo sent in that message. And this here says, Alex says, Happy New Year to our dearest, amazing, precious, and today, great Honorable Minister Darlington, Minister with that portfolio. Greetings to everyone of you. And firstly, I want to wish you happiest. Thank you. I appreciate you. And then you said something about, thank you. I appreciate you. And then you said something about the mind protect. Okay. He said, actually, I want to thank you for the birthday gift which I received. Oh, you received a call to pick it up today. Though you could not come because of some circumstances. You should try and come and pick it up. I'm sure that you pick up, there's a little money attached to it, so you can have money to pay your transport back. If you find your transport to come, there's a bit of money in it so that you can, pay your transport back. Okay. All right, let me just go to YouTube, JJL, because it looks like I have plenty birthday messages on WhatsApp, and I love you all. Thank you so much for your messages. Kenneth Ojones, I see your message. You say, I'll be part of a charity next time. I appreciate you. Chingy Team says, okay, thank you. And OK says, Mazi Darlington and Precious, Happy New Year. Tinubu will have courage to restructure this. Hope Tinubu will have courage to restructure this country. That's what he said. And Wise Warrior says, the speech was made in Abuja. The background of the video gave it away. The speech has no trace of hope in it, and the same promises and wishes plus renewed. That's That's the way you talk. That new thing, I'm not going to talk. All right, Emeka Nweke, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And then Happy New Year to you too. Godwin Izama says Tinubu doesn't have yesterday and today and forever economically, and doesn't have what I don't understand what you mean here. And he said, Precious, Happy New Year to you and congratulations. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And then Chika Ekwe says Happy New Year to Precious. Thank you. And then I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Emeka Nweke says APC and Tinubu are gunning for one party states to rule Nigeria. That's what you said. That's your assertion. Unique David says, I heard you saying Tinubu wooing investors in Nigeria. If those countries were to be in the situation we are, insecurity, corruption, would Nigeria like to invest in their country? That's the question you asked me. I beg, answer me. Mr. Darlington, they say me your answer. No, Mr. Darlington say I wonder. Now you he say I wonder. I
see you.
Okay, Emeka Nweke. Okay. All right, I see you. And Ijeoma Egwuatu says, Lady Precious, good evening and happy birthday to you. God bless you. Thanks so much. Appreciate you. Chidozie Imo, I see you. Thank you. Godwin says, believe me, if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon, believe me, it get us to go be. And then he says the disintegration of Nigeria is what I didn't get that. Quiet Soul says Nigerians keep amazing me on a steady. Thank you for the birthday wishes, by the way. He says someday somebody that didn't deem Nigerians important enough to speak to them during campaign should not speak to you about Plateau Massacre. That's the question he asked. And then he says there was a legit mock of NSAS victims. The signs were boldly written all over him, but some felt it's fine to have him in Aso Rock because he's their kinsman. And then Emeka Nweke says the Nigerian presidential jet fleet comprises of about 13 aircraft. We'll never release anyone yet. Ugochukwu Okoro says lazy administration. They just recorded the script this morning, which was recorded in Abuja before he left for Lagos, and they were unable to update it to include recent events. And Friday, Igaro says Malta, 500,000 people only in the country. That is, they help on update the dates that you don't even need to be 1,000. You don't even need to be 10,000 or 100,000 to be a country. Now Malta is just 500 people. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Malta, their economy is doing so well. You know, their currency is about the largest. It's bigger than actually. Their currency is stronger than pounds even.
What are you telling
Hello,
me?
good evening. Welcome. Yes, please. Welcome, sir.
Good evening, Precious.
Sir, welcome, sir.
Mr. Darlington, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
I thank you, God bless you people for everything that you are analyzing.
Amen.
So thank you. So what I'm trying to let you people know that all these things that doing about the insecurity, it looks as if, like Darlington said, that it's a phenomenon between the Northern Muslim and the Tinubu. Because if you see the whole thing, nobody is condemning the whole thing that happened in Jos and anyway. But look at what happened in the Northern Kaduna. Look at the way the Northern elders rise against it. Look at the former emir of Sani rise against it. Look at the right of Senate and the rest. Contributing money to get people. Nobody is saying anything about these ones now. Okay, in coming to opposition about the PDP themselves, they know that their hand is not clean. That is why they are keeping quiet. Because the way I think this game in this, if anyone that go against them now, he will bring out their own information and go against them. Remember what happened to the PDP man during Buhari regime, early regime of Buhari, that Anambra guy who went against Buhari, and Buhari went and bring the whole information about it. But have you been hearing from him? No. So why do PDP look as if they can do anything? It's not because they are not, they have skeleton in their cupboard.
So you feel that the reason why PDP cannot really play on opposition is because their hands are not
Yes.
clean?
Also, look at Bala Muhammad and Waichi. Look at the way you're planning to the APC, because his case is still in court. Because in time you spoke to him when he was APC minister in Abuja, and the other things he was saying. Look at the way they are saying all sorts of things. You look at the situation of when Tinubu about to choose the experiment. Look at the way the Northern say it is only Northern and Muslim. I think the Western Christians are not human beings. There's something that is going on in this country that's never opened up. But one day, the truth must surely come out. But I pray they get the truth in Nigeria. But come to Tinubu policies in 2024. As the Bible said, that their fruit shall know them. We know all APC from Buhari to Tinubu, none of them they stand what they said. So all things they are saying or in promising is fantasy to me. You understand what I mean? Look at where Buhari said it will be no win election. There will be anarchy. There will be instability. We ask those people, the Fulanis, all over the world to come in with the vice government.
I appreciate you, sir. Your audio is a bit, muffled up. We can't get you clearly. Thank you so much. Well, I think you've made, your contribution. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, I'll run through some messages now. Idowu Henry from Ojo Lagos says Tinubu's administration assumed office 6 months ago and nothing has changed. What we keep hearing is to be patient. As a matter of fact, things are getting worse and there is no indication that things will get better this year, even when they are 2020, even with their 28.7 trillion budget. I just hope that this is not going to be another 8 years of promises on the stage. That's what you said. And then Oko CC from Surulere says Happy New Year, Lady Precious, and Dad Linton, happy birthday, thank you. He said, thank God I don't listen and I didn't listen and cared less about the so-called broadcasts. It's all rhetorics. Old wives' tales. Old wives' tales. They tell tales. And he said the same old stories. Oh, wow. And then this is Precious. Why did you run away from promise number 4 about investment? When Mr. Darlington tackled you, Happy New Year to you and New Year to Mr. Darlington too, and all VOP listeners and all over the world. May Almighty God, you pray for us a lot and we appreciate it. And it's a Precious. God bless you for feeding the needy. I love you for doing this. Thank you so much. It's a Precious. Story time again. All these speeches are just wasting of time. They are just using it to buy time. Mr. Darlington, I don't think Tinubu will allow any opposition party to survive till 2027. He will deal with them behind the camera, just like he did in Lagos. Or do you see any strong opposition party in Lagos? Nigerians, keep enjoying your sleep, AY from Moshe, on a sleep well. Good night. Happy New Year, everyone. Wishing a Voice of the People very best of the year in 2024. Also, congratulations to Precious for today's outing. Many more fruitful years ahead of you. Age with grace. Mommy Biodo Ahmed from Egypt, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And yes, maybe I just go to YouTube and come back again, or maybe I just take a few calls. Let's go to the calls now. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yes, please. Welcome. What's your name?
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Mama Yeka, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Because of you and Darlington, that led me to be listening to the radio. I doesn't listen to the radio.
It's good that you listen on. You need to know what's happening in your country, Nigeria, every minute.
No, you have to. But thank God
we must continue to build that consciousness.
Your caring and Darlington speech touches my heart always. Even in when Johansson will invite me, I will always draw my radio close to myself. What you did in this season, Almighty God will be providing for you in the name of
Jesus. Amen.
Take care of yourself. Darlington, no person against you shall prosper. In the name of Jesus.
Amen. 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 Lórúkọ Jésù. Thank you. Amen. Aha Jesus. Amen. Aha Jesus. Thank you so much. Now by force I must be Darlington, sister, by force, whether I like it or not. Adeyemi Kamuru from Satellite Town says in less than 6 months in office, Port Harcourt refinery that had been in total collapse throughout the PDP 16 years in office has come alive. They will never see this kind of success. Success needs to pose. Except how much is the price of pure water in your area? Are you serious?
Okay, hold on.
So now you're Mr. Darlington, wait, let me tackle him first, please. So if you see the kind of hunger, Mr. Darlington, if I play you, you know that I don't cover, you know that when I do charity work, I don't video and I don't post. But if you saw the hunger, if you saw the hunger that I saw in the eyes of people today, you will not say this thing you said about the price of pure water. Honestly speaking, it's as if you're deliberately making a joke or fun of people's situation or the pain that people are going through in this country. Don't be saying that now. No. Don't be saying. Do we not talk about the things that this administration has done? Do you not see me carry the news? Or I talk about dissecting today's speech, and then you think, come on now, you guys stop these things that you're doing now.
Even with Mr. the refinery, Precious, is it sustainable? This is a refinery that has not worked for how many years? Just wait 6 months down the line, whether they will not tell you that one part of the DC need a turnaround maintenance. Is it sustainable? Is it working at full capacity? Can that refinery provide your fuel need in this country today?
But one refinery can't.
One part is not going to produce all the fuel need in this country. It is not going to. Is that what I should be clapping my hand and be celebrating? Eh?
All right. And Father Leo from Apapa says, Barrister Darlington, those electricity equipment, transformers, and others, most have been sold by some corrupt customs officers with forged auction documents to some individuals. I know because I am in the clearing and forwarding industry. See secret talk. I say PHCNs, as it is known then, equipment items are of high value. Good. The racketeers at the auction department of Nigeria Customs in Abuja were neck deep in the deals on those days when it became rampant. Some agents who fronted for some of the buyers, the big businessmen, were arrested. You know Nigeria now. When money change hand, they were left off the hook. I beg Nigeria no get solution. Father Lou, this one paying you. Father Lou from Apapa. That is, he's giving us. He said he's in the industry, so he's aware that most of this equipment have been sold,
of course,
and auctioned by a federal government agency, customs, and nobody will ask questions. And to just be buried, I don't believe this.
Me?
I don't believe this.
When I thought I was lying, I thought I was lying.
All right. This says, good evening, presenter and analyst in the studio. I always enjoy Mr. Darlington when commenting on issues. He always comes up with stringent and in-depth analysis. In fact, Mr. Darlington is very intelligent. If we are opportune to have such Mr. Darlington as president of Nigeria, everybody will enjoy this country. Francis from Festac, go vote for Mr. Darlington. I go say no get money rich. Good evening, precious and Mr. Darlington. Vote for him for president. Vote me for vice. I don't want plenty. So that'll be the spare tire. I like as I'm his spare tire. Miss Barrister Darlington, happy New Year to both of you. It is happy New Year to you. It is said that the morning shows the day. Let's not deceive ourselves. This government has nothing to offer from the look of things. I'm not expecting anything meaningful from them. Peter from Ikeja sent in that message. Peter, that's your opinion, but you really can't tell. And then this says, good evening. My name is Shakona Day. I wish Nigerians a very happy new year. Nigerians wish you a very happy new year too. And then Tony from Ijego says, thank you so much. Thank you. He said, you're tired of Nigeria Matanalayu. Come back here. You're not tired of anything. All of us will stay in this Nigeria and keep talking and working until the country works. He said, I pray for God to guide and guard us through all our endeavors in 2024. Amen to your prayers. And happy new year, happy birthday to you, Precious. He said, please, Precious, 5 kg Mama Gold Samolina is okay for me, please. You even get choice of the particular thing you want make I give you. I gave what that's what I can offer, but you have a particular thing you want me to give you. I like your matter. The hunger never do you. If hunger do you, you could just find anything food. And then this says, our heart is full of joy as I greet our beautiful Precious as you mark a beautiful day. I appreciate it. He said, Precious, your president continues to praise himself on his success in security. Why didn't your president, in his New Year speech, refuse to honor the human Holocaust injuries? He never visited the place to commiserate with them. Assuming they are his family members, will he behave such? He boasted of removing. In fact, you know what? Let me go back to this call. I'll come back to that message. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello.
Sir.
Good evening, Precious.
Sir. Good evening and welcome.
Mr. Darlington, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's nice to talk to you guys again. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Welcome.
Precious, I just called to actually wish you a very, very happy birthday.
Thank you.
And I pray that this year shall be good for you all around.
Amen.
And in everything you do this year, the Lord will see you through.
Amen. Thank you.
That's what I don't want Chukma for Nigeria matter this year. I don't want to make I no get high BP, I beg. because listening to that speech this morning, I was so angry. I was really angry listening to that speech, because how can a whole president give a speech and it doesn't touch what the people are feeling? It doesn't touch what the people are feeling. This massacre in Plateau State, it's in the mind of everybody, and the president of our nation addresses our people and he doesn't say a single word about it. Even if the video that was played to Nigerians today was pre-recorded, we have the technical equipment for this thing to be updated. This thing can be even if it was recorded in Abuja, is in Lagos. This thing they can record it all over again, and even if it's just 30 seconds to say, Nigerians, I empathize with you guys on this thing that just happened in Jos, but he didn't mention a single thing. I beg, have a good night, you guys. Make a good sleep.
Thank you. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. It's not good to use annoyance to start the year. It's not good.
Do you know, Precious? I was thinking that in this speech now, Tinubu would have told us that the naira he floated, this is the gain. He pointed out the subsidy. This is the gain. This is where it has gone to. He pointed out so that people will see it. Just made a general statement. You feel my pain. You feel your. Have you not seen somebody who is biting you and still telling you sorry?
So Mr. Darlington, let me go back to that.
He's biting you like that witchcraft rat that will be eating your leg and be blowing breeze. You won't know what's going on. It is only when you wake up you discover that your leg is gone. Meanwhile, the rat is blowing breeze though, so that you will not feel it.
Okay. So going back to your message, Oba Fidelis, and then he further said, if he was the president's relatives, would he behave that way? He said he boasted on removing subsidy and petroleum. Did he remove or did he provide alternative remedies? Seriously speaking, our president has no economic focus on reversing all his policies. Please, is there any part of Nigeria that is safe for now? Tell me, Precious. Has anyone been caught for the killings in Plateau State, and have they been charged to court? Presently, courts in Nigeria have become toy in the hands of government politicians. I beg, Precious, I want to congratulate you in your present promotion as VOP General Manager. Not be the OVOP on a TV. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And then Casey from heaven. Casey, how can you people be in heaven and we're like this, going through this situation on earth? Casey, come and help us explain how ye be in heaven and we are here like this. He said, my sweet Precious, happy birthday and congratulations on your new position. Thank you so much, my sweet Casey. He said, the INEC man from Oshodi Mafoluku says, I concur with the first caller's speech because government are not telling us the truth. Speech doesn't reflect with the reality, and it looks like a scam. With the masses, or what we the masses are seeing difficulties in all ramifications, economy F9, security 0, and they are still promising us like we are in campaign period. We need actions, at least one, not political chameleon promises. Please. Happy New Year to the man of the year, a man of hope, Mr. Darlington. He say they with you, they surround you, they full ground for you. Then break it for you for everywhere you go. All right, let me run to YouTube to respond to some messages. This says APC okay, you were talking about listening material. That's Emeka Nweke. Aloysius MHB says Prince Aloy, incompetent everywhere. God go save us in Jesus' name. Emeka says God is not going to save us. He said God is not going to save you in Nigeria. Aloysius MHB, are you serious? And A boy says, good evening, Precious. Please, I want to speak with Mr. Darlington concerning my personal issues. I need his wisdom here. How can I reach you, Darlington? Should I drop my phone number? She says she wants to speak with you about her personal issues, and she wants to know if she can reach you personally.
Is he going landlord or what?
I don't know. She wants to know she can drop her personal numbers.
Get that landlord because me time a landlord do. And some people are owing me.
Okay. Dada Adebayo says, evening, Mr. Darlington, my man of the year. Also, the APC spokeslady. Are you serious? Even in 2024, you carried this title over to 2024. And he says, how long will you do eye service for this your government? There is a saying based on those that do not expect, for they shall not be disappointed. Jeff, congratulations, precious. Thank you. Godwin Ijeoma says, Shane has statistics to go chop. All right, now you are asking statistics man to come and join you to grow Nigeria. Tony says Mr. Darlington will not last long as Nigeria's president. Why? Wanna go kill him? Why do you think he will not last long? And then I run through some more messages here. All right, so this here says, good evening, Sister Precious and Ogadanite. Happy New Year to you. God will always flourish you. This is Paulinus from Isolo. I appreciate you, and then wish you many more returns. Thank you to all for all the birthday wishes. Mr. Darlington, please, what is the channel number of VOP TV? Okay, so VOP TV for now, we're live on YouTube. Every day is at VOP TV Live. That is Voice of the People TV Live on YouTube. Between now and say February, we should be going to Start Times, and then subsequently to within the next 2-3 months we should be going to DSTV and GoTV. So but you should go and be watching our content. That is we scatter work there for on top of TV. So go to now is VOP TV Live. Today now your day, I beg, make Shakara Precious. I'm not make any Shakara, my voice don't go. Happy birthday to you, Nyekachi Nwachuku from Ajawa State. Thank you so much, appreciate you. And this here says, unless Igbo man rules this country, Emeka from Oshodi said that waiting will make the country better. Madam Precious and Ogada Linton, happy New Year to all of you and birthday. Thank you. Say, Mr. Message to my president: if you know the security problem is bigger than him, please call on help from international community before the issue gets out of hand. I beg. That's what you're saying. Oh, is it possible for that to happen? Chinemere from Agbara says, good evening, Precious and Darlington, and happy birthday. Thank you so much and happy New Year to you too. He said, Tinubu that could not make speech without looking on the paper made New Year speech without paper in front of him. It is not recorded speech with many edits. How did you know he's edited? You people cannot carry microscope and look for things. Okay, Sahid Barawa says, happy New Year to you, Mr. Darlington and Precious. I listened to your president's speech. Is now your president. Okay. This morning and was flabbergasted but not overwhelmed, right? At shallowness daring. Did he even take Nigerians for a fool who cannot decipher words on ground? He continued to fool us with empty promises. All he kept mentioning are promises with no concrete plans to make things work. I only pitied his empty-headed followers who keep believing that things will work whilst he and his cronies are enjoying in frivolities up there in Asarok. And he said, and the followers are wallowing in penury and abject poverty like the rest of us. Mark my word, Precious, they will soon meet their Waterloo in the hands of right-thinking Nigerians. Well, he said a lot. And that's your take there. Chooks from Adeloko. Is there anywhere called Adaloko? Okay. Well, he says, thank you so much, appreciate it. Say, please, my wife is an asset in the hospitality industry. How can she join your goal-oriented team at Golden Tulip? Unfortunately, I'm not the general manager of the hotel. It's a television station, right? Okay, thank you so much. All right, appreciate you. And then Oluwabukonola from Afoluku says, you're feeling New Year Nigerians, and you're fulfilling New Year Nigerians. Will have a new Niger by votes when it comes to 2027. Are you serious? You really do have hope. All right, Mr. Darlington, should we take a few more calls before we bounce back to our messages?
New Year bonus.
Let's just take this New Year bonus call. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Yeah, so thank you for taking your New Year bonus call. Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Edward. I'm calling from Badagry.
Edward, you're welcome. Go ahead very quickly. Let's hear you.
Yes. I just want to correct this impression of Peter of that many of the callers that we are always sampling on. You see, the point there is that his Mr. President's speech, although you can't rely on it because he's trying to follow the footsteps of the previous president. But one thing I want everybody to know, those of us who voted for, who wish that Obi had won the election, is that even if Obi could not have performed a magic in these 6 to 7 months, if Obi had won the election, there is no magic he would have performed. There's nothing special about him. I voted for him, right? Yes.
So why did you vote for him if you think that there was nothing special about him?
Why did you vote for him then?
Yes, I voted for him in the sense that is among all the three of them, he stands to be one that one can just go for. If APC had nominated Vice President Osinbajo, I as an able guy, I'm telling you that Peter Obi cannot get that kind of vote he got. That's if APC candidate had been Osinbajo. Agree or not, that is the truth. So the reason why he was able to gather this kind of vote is because people don't really, even me, what is there in that Atiku man and that Tinubu. When Peter Obi was the governor in Anambra State, did Anambra turn to Dubai? Did Anambra turn to America? So let's not stop this. Let's stop that mentality that Peter Obi, and this sense, attitude that is doing these days. I service some doing these days. I don't like it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Peter Obi, so you suggest that Peter Obi should be quiet like Atiku? I mean, should be quiet like Nkosu perhaps, not even Atiku, because Atiku also speaks up. Atiku is speaking up. No, you're saying Sabi. Oga, calm down. You know, go fit call person Sabi. Then you not say you're not saying. You face your battle. If you're insulting someone, insult the person well and own it with your chest. So you're saying that you should stop saying doing Sabi. That means you should not be responding to anything the government is saying. Like Nkosu, you should keep quiet. Because even Atiku criticizes what the government is doing, so you should keep quiet. That's what you're saying.
Let him not spoil the good chances that God has already given him in this last election. Do you understand? Let him not. Yes, let him. Okay,
so by being a major opposition, just calm down. Because what brought about this is because he said he's going to be a major opposition. So by being a major opposition, he's going to win the good chances.
The Anambra was to America when he was a governor.
You don't even understand me. We're not talking about. I'm asking you a question that. Yeah, thank you. Yes. And it's good that you're my final caller. Thank you so much. Mr. Darlington, it's okay. Your final thoughts. Let's go.
People, please. You see, my friend, I don't know where you're coming from. What people like in P2B is the integrity he brought into governance. If you talk of corruption today, nobody. Even P2B said that he's not a saint, but he stands head and shoulder above all of them.
Mr. Darlington,
we saw what he did in Anambra. What is the turn?
If they said that, what did he do? That did he turn Anambra to heaven?
If people have continued from where he stopped, Anambra. If all this other two that took over from P2B have continued from where P2B stopped, you saw what Willie Obiano did after he had Obi handed over to him. Is it the fault of Obi? They should have continued there. Then you know whether Anambra will become America or not. That is the continuity. To up to tomorrow, P2B stand shoulder and head above all of them. The international community have acknowledged it. So all this bad belly, it will not help anybody. We are looking for a man of integrity to run Nigeria, at least for once. A man of integrity.
Somebody that can tell you to go and verify.
P2B cannot buy a car of 160 million naira. He cannot do that. He didn't do it in Anambra. He will not do it at the federal level. That's what we are saying. What is killing Nigeria is corruption.
All right, Mr. Darlington, our time is up. So Lagos, that's the size of our package this evening. We thank you, everyone, for being a part of the show. We appreciate you. So you know what? Please ensure that you watch VOP TV every day. It's on your YouTube. VOB TV, and the breakfast show starts at 7 a.m. and you'd love every
tomorrow.
You would love every bit of it. Mr. Darlington, will you be there tomorrow? We'll look at it. VOP TV. I'm your general manager. I would decide whether you be there or not. Lagos, I'll see you again tomorrow evening. Do have an amazing evening and happy New Year to you people. Good night.